With a list of credits to his name longer than my arm, Kirk Douglas has had a career any actor would be envious. For me, when I think of Kirk Douglas, the first thing that comes to mind is Spartacus, the 1960 film that stands the test of time to this day. In Spartacus, directed by Stanley Kubrick, Douglas played the slave Spartacus who leads a revolt against the Roman Empire. He played alongside two other great actors of the era, Tony Curtis and Laurence Olivier. The film was a major success at the time and is still considered one of the great epic films of the era. For the film, Douglas made sure that writer Dalton Trumbo received proper billing under his name instead of a pen name. Trumbo at the time was blacklisted by the House Un-American Activities Committee, although Douglas's involvement in this recognition is disputed by Trumbo's family. Born December 9th, 1916, and apologies, I will screw this up, as Izer Danilovich in Amsterdam to Jewish parents Herschel and Brenna. The family, including 6 siblings, moved to the U.S. while he was still young, and they were extremely poor. Herschel worked as a rag man, buying old rags, pieces of metal, and junk for pennies, nickels, and dimes. Kirk had numerous jobs, including selling snacks to mill workers to help his family. Kirk legally changed his name from Izor to Kirk Douglas before joining the Navy during World War II. He served as a communications officer until they discharged him for medical reasons in 1944. This was due to injuries sustained from an accidental dropping of a depth charge. After the war, Douglas returned to New York City and found work in radio and theater. It was his friend Lauren Bacall that encouraged him to audition for the film The Strange Love of Martha Ivers. He was offered the part of Walter O'Neill in the film, and it wasn't long before he became a bankable Hollywood star. Eventually starring in great films such as Champion as the boxer Midge, in which he received his first of 3 Oscar nominations. His portrait as a boxer in the film earned him the tough guy image he would be known for later on. In 1955, he would form his own production company, Brinya Productions, to have more control over his projects. Through the 1950s and 60s, he was considered one of Hollywood's top stars, appearing in films with all the greats of the era, including Lauren Bacall, Doris Day, Walter Matthau, Robert Mitchum, Burt Lancaster, Laurence Olivier, John Wayne, and so many more. He continued to star in the theater as well, starring in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, a play that he bought the rights to with the intention of starring in the movie. But due to delays in making the film, by the time it was made in 1975, Douglas was too old for the role of R.P. McMurphy that went to Jack Nicholson. Throughout his career, he continued to perform in roles ranging from westerns, dramas, comedies, and even doing a voice on The Simpsons for an episode. His final role was in a docu-crime drama called Empire State Building Murders. He was often considered a difficult person to work with over the years, and even bragged about it, saying, "I am probably the most disliked actor in Hollywood, and I feel pretty damn good about it." Well, today he is being remembered as one of the most well-respected actors in Hollywood. Kirk Douglas is now residing alongside many other greats in the Westwood Village Memorial Park.